que tener razón, la red, ¿no?
All that mind games. Well, in this instance, I think we can classify it differently as we look at the world's greatest player knotting up.
Out in sight, everything set up perfectly for what should be a thrilling and entertaining. The graphics of the Barca bench, it is the keeper Iñaki Peña, Malcolm Boateng, Sergio Roberto, Aliñá, Vidal and Umtiti. Match referee Carlos Del Ferro Grande, the two captains collected here by Artur. Was quick to set Messi through. Messi turns and pauses, puts the brakes on. There's an opportunity. He's got the option of Suarez to his left, tries to make the cross in square, took a deflection off Luis Lopato. He picks out Jordi Alba. Back to Messi. Messi being shadowed by Marc Roca. And Messi turning on a postage stamp there, gets away from Roca. Huge.
Key, that's where they're looking every time they get the ball.
Well, absolutely, the pace of the youngster Pedrosa, Esteban Granero with the kind of involved in these opening moments. Squares it to Messi. Messi.
Not an easy thing to do, but the right thing to do.
Suarez picks out Leo Messi. Messi wide to cement Jordi Alba. He's got room to choose. Floats it through to Messi. Messi pauses. He's on the right foot, back onto the left foot and deflected over the bar. It's a corner. Messi's hands cover his mouth. It was almost surreal there, the amount of almost in slow motion there. Messi's run time brilliantly, possibly, or include, I would even say, definitely just offside. The flag stayed down. Looked like he was getting it onto the right foot, worked him. Here's Messi again. What's a lovely ball in towards Gerard Piqué. Out Ivan Rakitic. Here's Messi. Sanchez with the block. Falls to Semedo. Between Sanchez and Pedrosa, they win. Under pressure from Naldo, he finds in turn Rakitic. Now Messi. Messi, long cross-field ball towards Suarez. Busquets is up there. And so too are Lenglet and Gerard Piqué. It's been played short. Leo Messi twisting and turning. Cuts it back to Alba. Alba returns it. Just overhit it. It's neither one thing, two. Now Rakitic. Messi. Oh, lovely ball from Messi to Semedo. And so close to getting on the end of it.
Having worked back and just interfering in time, this is the one that Coutinho, as you rightly said, should.
Greeted by the head of Lenglet. Suarez finding Messi quickly. Messi looking to find Suarez again. Loops one over the top. Superbly weighted for Suarez. Rakitic arriving on the edge of the box. Tries the shot.
And Ruby is absolutely furious with his hands in the air there. Does not want them to get caught out with a numerical disadvantage with simple balls like that. Not against Barcelona.
Graham, that ball first time over the top from Messi, absolutely inch perfect.
It was, but it's thrust and counter thrust between him and Suarez. Suarez's delicate carving of the ball out of there in his own.
Here's Semedo. Messi. Oh, lovely footwork to get away from Pedrosa and Sanchez. Play back to Rakitic. Messi again. Left by Artur. Busquets tries to send it back to Messi, just overhits it. Messi's body language, that of disappointment. Busquets with a very Sanchez, it quickly taken. Leo Messi on the ball. Floating one over the top. Suarez should keep it in. No, it's just too firm for Woolay to make an appearance at some stage in proceedings today, depending, of course, how the game goes. Naldo penalised for pulling back Leo Messi, who wants to take the... Rakitic to Semedo. Leo Messi. Messi over the top. Semedo goes down. The flag goes up. It's a free kick. Right on the... few yards outside the penalty area and to the right of it. It's clattered into by a...
head with his knee, but that's Victor.
Messi to take the free kick. Capable of anything from this kind of situation, Messi. Oh, and a superb reaction save from Lopez. I think that might have been, it might have come off Victor Sanchez. And yes, indeed, and it's either way a magnificent save from Rated, because if that had been Alba or Messi, they would have known what Suarez's intention was.
You're right to open up Espanyol, and maybe it's not just restraint that means that Espanyol have committed no free kicks in the central area outside their penalty area. It might be that they're
today, they really miss him.
Changes things hugely in terms of how he broadens the pitch if you ask him to play as an out-and-out winger.
Lovely ball from Messi. Coutinho later Busquets under tremendous pressure from Lenglet. It's picked up by Messi. Lovely footwork from Messi. Down he goes. He wins a free kick. And it's going to be a yellow card. Messi has no need to signal to the referee a yellow card. It looked to me as though he had the card in his hand. I think I'm mistaken.
The belly, and he controls it. The release pass is fabulous. And football's a funny old game, not only because this is going to be given as a free kick, which holds huge danger. It's the fact that Messi misses, and I'm sorry to say this out loud for such a fantastic player, he misses the obvious, despite the ball being touched. Nobody should be under any doubts about the laws. The fact that Granero touched the ball does not mean it was not a foul. It's about, are you in control? Do you bring the player down when you reach the ball, when you lunge for the ball? That was a textbook modern foul. That
no question it's going to be Leo Messi. Bear in mind he scored 2 from this exact same position in the game earlier in the season. This time hits it straight.
Thanks on holding his knee. I think it's actually Clement Lenglet who pushed up.
Right. I think you're fans. He plays it square to Piqué. This is Messi. Messi to Jordi Alba wide on the left. Coutinho making a run. Instead it's played through the middle to Suarez. Can't quite link with Artur. Instead it's Messi. Messi looking to find Coutinho, who once again just misjudged Messi's intentions. Tried to change course. In control of things here. It's Barcelona who are being the more proactive, but Ruby will clearly be happy so far. That's a lovely ball to Alba. Alba considers cutting it back, finds Messi, it falls eventually to Artur, back to Busquets. Messi, and the ball dragged wide. Messi turns, some of the Espanyol defence.
Cross, I can't see it, looks like it's down now. I think it would have stood.
Yeah, it would have stood, and I think whether he's right or wrong, the assistant gives it because of the deflection that we're about to see in the replay here. It's played into Messi's path. The assistant reacts really brightly, and that should have been buried.
Keep their shape.
It was very, very sedentary in front of when the ball was down the right. You look around, nobody was moving as we see now.
Messi, who finds Alba. Walk rather slowly off the pitch. It's been unusually tranquil.
Actually, and in the mixed zone in Mestalla, for example, the players were... Barcelona, if they want to open Espanyol up, need to take more risks, and it's in risky passes that you cut it.
Messi.
Ruby just shaking his head there on the sideline. The Espanyol manager disappointed that Borja gave that away.
Messi again. Finds Semedo. Here's Rakitic. Messi. Everybody behind the ball for Espanyol except for Borja. That one just too far. Rakitic. Messi. Semedo making a run. Messi gets into the area. A little burst of pace for him. Whips the cross in. Naldo gets his head to it. Coutinho gets the better of Rosales. Put back in by Alba. Cut back.
And Borja is 1-2.
Coutinho. Lovely turn. Finds Messi. Messi to Suarez. Very quick to get back. Victor Sanchez. Artur to Rakitic, puts it back in, it may fall to Messi now. Alba cuts it back to Messi, who side foots it. It's blocked and somehow finishes wide, and the whistle's gone for offside.
The pass, they misjudged it, but it's too chaotic. There's nobody with a real foot on the ball. They call it in Spanish football pausa. That moment of, I know what I'm doing when nobody else does. I can slow the world down. I can make sure that we cut through. We may get this played through. I don't think it's that time. I think it's where Alba is when the ball comes to him off Messi. That means that the right player. I saw what happened. I just really like the way that the Cerro Grande handled that.
There's that prior offside, and it was Leo Messi who was called.
It was indeed.
Either way, it's brilliantly cleared off the line by Semedo for Barcelona. Messi back to Rakitic. Messi again. Busquets back to Rakitic. Messi. Dispossessed by Victor Sanchez. Roberto comes on, I suspect. Messi. Jordi Alba. Square to Rakitic. Now Messi. Sergio Roberto outside him. Returns it immediately to the master. Coutinho, little flick towards Suarez. Suarez does really well. Coutinho, and he can't quite link with.
It was so bad. And then when Malcolm has what turned out into a shot, I think he was aiming for Suarez at the far post and should have been doing so.
Lovely ball from Messi to Sergio Roberto. It's Manuel Lopez, just one save in each half so far. Here's Messi. Cleared by
Comes on.
Suarez. Rakitic. Messi. Square to Coutinho. Leon says the referee. Suarez finds Messi. Coutinho joining the attack. Still Messi. Down he goes on the very edge of the box. It's Victor Sanchez who makes the challenge. Victor Sanchez who gives the dangerous free kick away. Victor Sanchez who stays down, holding his head in agony. But
And he's made a career out of doing this. I'm sorry to be critical, but he is thuggish often. The number of bookings, and in the first game, this first Catalan derby at Cornellà, it was a tackle like that.
Yeah, they're also having a word with Clement Lenglet to carry some instructions over to his teammates.
Well, it's Messi placing the ball. It's just inches outside the penalty area in the D. Suarez keeping him in company. Messi had one free kick opportunity in the first half that he hit into the wall. This one, I mean, it's helping the referee there, Graham.
I'm sorry, can we just... Sergeant Piqué. Piqué the policeman. Let's at least use his full title, shall we? And thank you to the director, because although we believe it's Messi, and Messi can left foot it into the far left corner of Diego Lopez, Suarez must be saying, this time, Leo, please, this time.
There's Messi over the top. 1-0 to Barcelona. It's Messi again. And you cannot believe how often he does it. The little genius strikes again. The movement clearly putting Diego Lopez off. He had no idea where that was going. The softest of chips. The ball once again finishes right in the back of the net. It's Leo Messi, and there's no need to say any more.
See, well, there is, Simon, simply because it's a Panenka. The Panenka penalty has become in vogue, and cricketers will talk about the slow ball confusing people. Now it's beautifully paced, and it's practically coming onto the head of Victor Sanchez, who's completely confused about the pace, whether he's going to be clattered by his goalkeeper. But this is the slowest, softest, most delicate free kick Leo Messi has ever taken. He knows that Sanchez is there, and it's effectively the birth of a new free kick technique, the Panenka.
Busquets was very
Valverde pumping his fist and shaking his head in disbelief. The Barca manager sees this guy in training, and he can't believe he just did that.
Busquets was so confused by that bond. Here's Busquets. Messi does brilliantly. There's one for Malcolm to chase. He's got Suarez to his right. He cuts it back for Messi, who for once gets horribly underneath the ball and balloons it miles over the bar.
But more litmus, and you're given a chance as a guy who rarely plays, and you have to think, I could take this guy on and release a shot. No. He's learned. He's looking. 3 looks there. Waits. The pass is perfectly weighted.
From Sergio Garcia. But how Piqué would have loved that little bit of keepy-uppy with his head.
Yeah, it's personal.
The execution, and here's the Panenka penalty again.
Guys, we're just going to see Arturo Vidal coming on, and Ernesto Valverde ready to use his final substitution of the game. We'll see who for.
Okay, yeah, I miscalculated earlier. There's Malcolm congratulating Messi. I mean, we've seen the player break off the wall and get back to cover one of the posts in recent...
Flopping down behind the wall so that the daisy cutter can't be taken. Everything went right, except that the slowness and the spin on it confused Victor Sanchez such that...
Semedo just being given a taste of what it's like to chase after Clay.
You're so right. He was so deep. But he not only made the pace, he pointed where he wanted. The Chinese footballer is super bright, and the rest of the team respond to him.
Well, very chaotic right now. Messi involved, and eventually a free kick given against Malcolm. Messi
draws us at a good game, I think, can be expanded into him looking ready.
Yep.
You know, he hasn't a lot of experience at this level, and to dominate the game would be far too much to ask for, but he's looked capable.
Suarez, Vidal. Just overhits it to Malcolm. Alba says it's mine. Disappointed with himself for that rather loose attempt to link with Woulet. There's a lovely ball for Malcolm to chase. And look at Suarez. Has Malcolm seen him? Too slow. Still Malcolm cuts it back. Oh, it's not too slow because it's Mr. Messi who arrives from the edge of the box. Leo Messi once again demonstrating with his 31st La Liga goal of the season that it doesn't matter who he's facing. But if it's the local rivals, all the better. 4 goals in 2 games in La Liga against Espanyol this season. No wonder the Camp Nou is on its feet for the Argentine genius. Barcelona 2, Espanyol 0.
Well, this is really interesting because your call was right. In normal circumstances, Suarez wasn't just available, he was unmarked. Malcolm is principally, very heavily in fact, left-footed. The sweeping, curving ball. Now, look here. This is lovely already because the control is nice, and as soon as Messi gets it, he knows it's going to Rakitic. The left foot pass is a volley pass. Here, right there, that sweeping, curving ball would have reached Suarez, and likelihood he would have scored. He gives it to Messi in an Alba-esque fashion for the 2nd time in 6 minutes, but this is not an easy finish. Naldo is closing it down. He's running onto his left foot. It's got to go hard and diagonally past a 6'3" tall goalkeeper. It's fabulous by Malcolm because although Messi does that routinely and shows us, give me space and I'll do anything, he'll score 4 or 5. When the wind is against him, he'll do this and he'll make sure that the Catalan derby is won for his club and they remain not only leaders but 13 points clear.
Final score in the Camp Nou of Football Club Barcelona 2, Espanyol directing Malcolm to pass it back to Alba, which he does. Here's Messi. Alba making the run. Messi goes it alone. Messi against Rosales, dispossessed and goes down, and Messi on the ground wins it back, or at least kicks out, and I think a free kick given, a smile on Messi's face.
You know, Miro, he's never been sent off at club level before Casemiro's red card, and that's in anybody else's book, that's a red card.
Second half, and it's decided. There's that little incident. Messi clearly from the ground kicking out at Granero. Granero responding in kind.
Actually, straight into Luis Suarez's head.
And the final whistle goes. The Catalan derby finishes with a 2-0 win for Barcelona. Granero goes across to hug Leo Messi. That's nice to see, both of them with a smile on their face. It's been a fascinating game that really picked up, both to the referee, but they end the game with smiles on their faces, chatting about it like the true professionals they both are. Leo Messi once again, Graham Hunter, absolutely crucial for Valverde's Barcelona.
He's a genius, and he loves the moment. He loves the test.
Graham Hunter, thanks to this moment of mad genius from Leo Messi. You called it perfectly, a Panenka free kick from just outside the Espanyol box. Once again, it's Messi who earns the 3 points, although Ter Stegen and Rakitic here play a huge part in the second goal. In the end, it's an assist from second half substitute Malcolm, but 3 more points for Barcelona, a 13-point lead over second place Atletico Madrid, who have to go to Mendizorroza tomorrow and take on Alaves. They're a step forward towards retaining their La Liga title. The question, very